little cutting up of this tree that blew over. I think I've gotten about 3 sermon illustrations out of these blown over trees. But if Jesus could use everyday things to convey spiritual truths, why can't we? He talked about when you bake, you put leaven in there. When you do trading of a pearl, great price. When you build a house on weak foundation. So everyday things, good to reveal spiritual truths to us. I've got my Oregon chainsaw here. It's electric. And now, ladies, I'm sorry to say this is kind of a guy type thing. Guys love chainsaws, you know. They make a lot of noise and they make chips fly. It's a guy thing, apparently. So this is an electric one. It's not quite as loud. And the only thing I don't like about chainsawing, and I love doing it like all guys, you see the little results of your labor, you know, and it makes a lot of noise. It's quite fun. But I hate having to sharpen the blade. You have to take it off and get these little round files, you know, and sharpen every one of those little teeth. And man, it's no fun. I feel like I'm wasting my time when I do it. And yet I know I've got to do it because the job will go a lot faster, it'll be a lot easier, and it'll be more effective if you keep the blade sharp. I think prayer's a lot like that. Sometimes you feel like, you know, I'm just wasting my time. I need to get up and get on with the day's activity or move on into what I'm supposed to be doing here. But I remember a quote that's often cited by everybody about Martin Luther, a great reformer who started the Protestant church. He's often quoted as saying, I have so much to do every day that I'm just not able to get it done without an hour in prayer. Now, I wish I could tell you I spend an hour every day in prayer, and if you want to infer that, go right ahead. I'll put my halo on and we'll see if we can get away with it. But his point, I think, is accurate. Prayer sharpens the blade, sharpens you. When you pray in the morning before you get started, or you pray for the next day in the evening, if you're an evening person, you want to do it in prime time, in your fresh time. It's hard to hear from God. It's hard to talk to God when you're exhausted. But it sharpens you for the day. You're a little less anxious. You're a little more comfortable and confident in your relationship with Him. You're a little more, I don't have to get it done. It's not all up to me. You've reminded yourself of that. So you're a little less pushing things and pushing people and making a mess out of things. A little more open to what the right timing might be. Now, so I have my prayer time in the morning before I start my day. That's my good time, my fresh time. I'm a morning person. Now, there's another feature on this chainsaw. I like to pray during the day too. I pray before I have my meal, before I eat anything, you know, a meal, and times I'll take one bite before I pray, and when it tastes good, you know. Now, if you're eating cauliflower or Brussels sprouts, that doesn't work, but most things I eat, I enjoy. Take one bite, tastes good. Thank God for it. Those are little quick prayers. I think they also help sharpen you through the day. There's an interesting feature about this chainsaw here. I hope you can see it. It's self-sharpening. It sharpens itself. You don't even have to take the blade off. You turn it on. I hope you can see those sparks. There's sparks coming out. The thing sharpens itself. And boy, it saves about half an hour, 45 minutes every so often when you have to sharpen it. I like to think of those little brief prayers through the day right before you go into a meeting, or you got to make a significant call, or you're just having your meal, or you just happen to think about God when you see something beautiful. I like to think about those as those little prayers that sharpen us also. Now, to conclude, guys, if you'd like to come look at this chainsaw, just give me $5 and I'll let you look at it. Now, if you'd like to run it for a few minutes, that's going to cost you $20. Who loves you?
Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. So, so kind to me.